One of the most famous stories ever in Hot Rod Magazine was Caddy Hack, where we took a big Cadillac sedan and sliced parts off of it to show how it would go faster when it got lighter. We're gonna do the same thing today, except we've got a Corvette. And we're at Toyota Speedway in Irwindale, California, which means we've also got corners. This is our new pride and joy. This Corvette, by the time we're done, will fit in that dumpster. We brought in Luis Martinez, the King Taco number 6 car at Irwindale Speedway, because we really needed a pro driver who could tell us what was going on with the car and who could give us consistent lap times. The very first thing that we did is actually remove the mufflers off of the back, thinking that that was going to give us a little more performance and shave a little bit of weight. And surprisingly, it actually took some time off. We think more because of removing restriction than weight. It was about 40 pounds.
I felt like I had a little more horsepower coming out of the corners. I definitely can't really feel the weights yet, but definitely felt like I had a horsepower gain.
Then we moved on to the good stuff.
We're taking off the glass, basically the hatch. I think we're taking the hood off and the glass top as well, which that glass is pretty heavy, I would imagine.
That sucker is 48 pounds.
That's beer right there. Beer money, that's what we like. So we're gonna sell that on eBay. Is it worth more if we put a hot rod sticker on it, I wonder?
Then we took the whole hood and front clip off of it, which comes with the headlights and everything, although the nose cone was still there.
108 pounds, which is hefty for fiberglass.
Felt pretty good. Felt like I had a little more grip, definitely a lot more agile. I think the change definitely helped it.
We progressed from that to removing the doors and gotten a little bit of the interior. We're tearing this car apart by hand.
Got good idea written all over it.
Thanks to the fine folks at Harbor Freight who have the greatest power tools ever. Oh yeah, because it says right on the manual that you should cut up your Corvette with these.
Yeah, 82 pounds.
Well, that time we took about 160 or so pounds out of it, and it slowed down about a second because it was harder to control. He was sliding it all over the place.
It definitely feels like the alignment's way off now though, because we took so much weight off of it, making it really loose to drive.
The problem is the car's getting so light that we're starting to gain camber like this, so only the outer edge of the tires touching the ground, he can't get the control. We pulled it in and took some shims out of the upper control arms to pull that camber in, and we still haven't really recovered quite where we were when the doors were on the car.
GM set us up so that all we had to do was turn these bolts so that the cam was the fattest on this side. Gives us as much negative camber as we're gonna get. Another Chad Reynolds alignment, all done.
All right, clear.
Can't get that one at Pep Boys.
Best yet? Perfect. We jacked some more camber into the back and he cut his best time yet, 27.9. So now we're gonna pull a bunch more weight out. This is where the fun begins. We were hardcore. Mike Finnegan, a hot rod, went straight to hacking the frame off to get that nose off, which was the fast way to do it. We hacked the entire back end off of the car. Now, interestingly, we were able to cut all the fiberglass and get the quarter panels off, but then there's a frame section that bolts on that carries the gas tank. Just 4 bolts on each side, and boom, 95 pounds gone, and it made the Corvette just look radical.
Tires are not hooking up, right?
Not at all.
It looked like you were sideways at the big end.
I'm sliding the tires up.
So it's actually gotten light enough to where it won't hook up now.
Yeah, no. I mean, the motor's just freaking winding up super hard. I probably would have to hit third gear by midway through the straightaway.
So it does haul ass.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
It's definitely faster. It's just not on this course, but it's got a lot of speed though.
Should we
Okay.
pull some air out of the tires?
It'd probably help a little bit.
Ooh, let's try that and go out again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're down to 2,500 pounds with the car. For a little while there, we were fighting a handling problem because it's so light, it just doesn't have any traction. We took some air out of the back tires so that it wouldn't oversteer quite as badly, and he's getting some good times. Rob, what was the last time?
27.6.
27.6, which is our best ever. So now we're gonna see if we can actually hack the windshield out of the car. This is where it gets even better. We thought it would be kind of fun just to hack the windshield off of it and see the Jaws of Life tool that the Speedway guy had with him. But once we had the windshield out, we couldn't stop ourselves from moving the entire dash. We actually got this Corvette down from 3,250 pounds to 2,350 pounds. And you know what? We're confident if we keep going, we can get this thing below 2,000 pounds, put some big sticky meats on it, and really have a fun day. The end of the day, and man, did we have a riot just destroying this poor car. But we learned a lot. Initially, when we were taking weight off the car, it went faster and faster, but we got to a point where we were actually hurting the alignment and hurting the traction, and then we got to a point where we fixed that and took even more weight off, where it just wasn't gonna hook up on these little tires. So, even though we had just stupid fun destroying a Corvette for no reason, there was a reason. We learned quite a bit. And you're gonna learn more about it in the November 2010 issue of Hot Rod Magazine. But of course, before we end the day, I wanna thank our sponsors, Mechanic Comfort, who made this happen, the video production. And we also wanna thank Harbor Freight for giving us all the implements of destruction. And of course, Luis Martinez of King Taco, who is a racer out here at the Speedway that we also thank, Toyota Speedway in Irwindale.